Darrell here again for another weekly update. So can you believe it? We're actually at the end of week 9. So all we have is 3 more weeks to go in this workout. And so I'm pretty excited that I made it this far without really taking any time off, and I've got 3 weeks left. I'm excited with the progress that I've had. It hasn't been quite the progress that I would have liked to see with my body composition, but I'm really excited about my exercises and how much those have improved. So some exciting news. This really might have been my best week ever. I don't think it really started off all that great, although it was, but it wasn't. It's not going to make any sense, but it might make sense in a second. So this was my 3-week kind of infusion time, and so every 3 weeks I have infusions, and I do them on Mondays. And the infusions usually start at 9 o'clock and don't end until about 2 o'clock or so. So on Mondays, I do my squat workout normally, and so instead of doing that after my infusion, infusion takes a lot out of me, so I get really tired afterwards. So I do it before my infusion, and so I wake up a little earlier, and it's dark and not quite warmed up, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I was running a little bit short on time, not that that's a great excuse, but I started my workout. I really didn't pay attention to my spreadsheet. My spreadsheet is kind of how I track, how many exercises I've done from week to week, and typically what I do is I look at the spreadsheet beforehand so I know how many I need to do, right? I mean, I think we're all motivated a little bit more by knowing how many we need to do. And so I always make sure I try to do more than what I need to do. So anyway, for some reason, I got it in my head that the previous week I had done 41, because I think the previous week I'd actually, it was a bad week for me. And so I thought I only had done 41. And so I was doing my squat workout, and I was feeling great. So I got to 41, and I was like, I'm just gonna go right through this. And so I got to 45. To be honest, I was still feeling really good, but I didn't want to totally crush it and then the next week just, utterly fail. And so I was like, I don't want to really kill myself. I got my infusion coming up, so we'll stop at 45. So I stopped at 45. Everything was great. I did the rest of the workout. Afterwards, I went down and put down the amount that I did, and then I found out that I'd actually done 45 the previous week. And so, oh my God, I was so mad at myself for doing that. So frustrated. But what do you do? You just got to move on. So hopefully next Monday I'll be able to do a little bit more. So Wednesday was push-up day, and if you remember from last week, the previous week I had done like 61, and I was at 58, and my arm just totally gave out. My right arm just totally gave out. So I was really frustrated last week because I really thought I had more in the tank. And so this week I was like, I'm gonna tear this sucker a new hole. So yeah, I felt really good. I think I started off, I did 50.
7, 8, 9, 50, 51. 51. All right, here we go.
Right at the start, maybe even a little bit more than that. I can't quite remember, but I ended up doing 65, which was really great. I don't think I could have done very many more than 65, but to do 65 is pretty amazing for me. And I'm just wondering. I still got 3 weeks left. I'm wondering what I'm going to end up getting to. I mean, to get over 70 would be great. I mean, maybe I get to 80. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. But I was really excited with the push-up routine, and my chest just feels really stronger. And then after I got done with my push-ups, then I did my bench press, and I started with 45 pounds. I did more reps than I did last week with the 45 pounds, and I kept going. So I felt really, really good about my Wednesday workout and my push-up workout. And now we get to talk about Friday and pull-up day. I keep having faith in my pull-ups. I keep telling myself one of these Fridays is going to be the Friday that I actually break through and start feeling strong in my pull-ups. But honestly, I don't feel all that strong. I see those American Ninja Warrior guys, doing their what do they call that thing? Where they go up really fast and oh man, what's the name of that thing? I can't remember. But you can see how much. I mean, obviously they kip when they do that. So they do have that going for them, but they're able to do those pull-ups so quickly and with such ferocity that their whole body goes up into the air with the bar. It's just amazing. And so, yeah, I'm not getting that. So I'm really not pleased with my form when I'm doing the pull-ups. Really, the only thing I'm happy with is the fact that pull-up assist band that I got, I think, is really helping me to focus the exercises once I've exhausted myself. I can continue to try to get good form, and I think it's making the muscles that I want to work stronger. I'm really taxing the muscles. I feel like my lats are getting really taxed. I feel like my back is getting really taxed. And so, I think it's there. I think I'm going to get there eventually. It might not be this 3 months though. Maybe I'm going to have to modify the workout and then come back to doing pull-ups. So, maybe in the next routine. So we'll see. But I'm still, I'm happy with every other part of my workout and how this thing's going. So, yeah, I can't be too discouraged. One of the things I'm going to try to do, and maybe it's just to make myself feel a little bit better, is I'm going to try to do more of kind of a kipping, not quite doing the full extension pull-ups, trying to do them quicker with kips, try to get more reps in. And so we'll try to do that next week to see what I can get to. I keep telling myself I can get to maybe over 20. And if I can do that, that'll make me feel a little bit better about myself. So we'll see how that goes. So the cardio and the yoga and the stretching, that's all going really well. Pretty much the same. I feel like the cardio, I feel like I keep getting better with cardio and stronger, not getting as tired. I felt really sore the rest of the week. And part of the other reason why I might have felt that soreness was the addition of the walking. And so if you remember, this week I was going to start the walking. And so I did that this last week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And that went really well. I did 4 miles Monday, 4 miles Wednesday, 4 miles Friday. But, I've said this before, but my legs, I tax them on Monday. I do bike every day of the week, about 30 minutes of bike. And now I've added in walking. And so my legs never really get that much of a break. And so by the weekend, those legs are just, they're really taxed and they're really sore. Because of my CIDP is where I lost most of the muscle on my legs. And so I've got to continue to work those hard to try to get as much muscle mass back as I possibly can. And so I'm okay with a little bit of soreness. I'll give myself the weekend to rest up and then go on to the next week. My weight did drop a little bit this week, and so I went from 161 to 159, so I lost 2 pounds. I'm going to attribute that mostly just to the addition of the walking. So we'll see where that weight ends up. I knew that this last month, while adding the walking, I was going to lose a little bit of weight, and I'm okay with that. I'm going to keep doing the strength workouts, and they're more or less kind of body weight workouts, and so actually I'll probably increase the reps a little bit. I'm hoping I can actually increase the pull-ups a little bit more and not get so tired from the pull-ups. So we'll see how that goes. So as I mentioned, I think this was a really great week for me. The body weight exercises went really great. Added in the walking. Legs were sore, but that's okay. Pretty much the whole body sore, but that's okay. That's what you really want. You need to have a little soreness. No pain, no gain is what they say. So we'll see you all again on Monday for squat day. Okay, have a great one.